They told Walter he was guilty, but the truth was locked away. The room is small, the air feels heavy. A man sits behind glass in a prison uniform, trying to smile like it's normal. His name is Walter McMillian. Everyone calls him Johnny D. He leans forward like he's meeting a friend, not a stranger. Across from him sits Bryan Stevenson, young, new suit, big hope in his chest. He came all the way to Alabama to save people on death row. He thinks the law will listen if he brings the facts. Walter looks at him and says, almost gentle, "You're gonna help me, right?" Bryan nods. But his throat is tight, because Walter is not supposed to be here. Walter says he didn't do it. He says he was with his family the day a young white woman was killed. He says people can prove it, but Walter is still on death row, and Bryan can feel it now. This place doesn't care what's true. Bryan drives through Monroeville, Alabama. The town looks quiet. Trees, old houses, smiling faces that don't smile at him. He stops at a store. People stare, the kind of stare that says, "You don't belong here." That night, blue lights flash behind his car. A police officer pulls him over. Then another, then another. Bryan stays calm. He keeps his hands where they can see them. He tells them he's a lawyer. He tells them he's just going home. But the officer's voice turns sharp. "Get out of the car." Bryan steps out slowly. The officer shoves him hard. Bryan hits the car. His face presses against cold metal. His heart pounds so loud it feels like it might break his ribs. "Do you know where you are?" the officer asks. Bryan swallows. "Yes, sir." The officer leans in close. "You're in Alabama." For a moment, Bryan can't breathe because he understands the message. It's not about a traffic stop. It's a warning. He gets home shaken. Eva Ansley is there, waiting. She sees his face and knows something happened. She doesn't ask him to quit. She just says, soft but firm, "We do this anyway." Bryan starts digging into Walter's case. The state says Walter killed Ronda Morrison, a young woman found dead in a dry cleaning shop. They say Walter did it out of nowhere. No clear reason, no solid proof. But they have one thing, a man named Ralph Myers. Ralph says Walter did it. Bryan meets Ralph. The man is jumpy. His eyes dart around. His words come out messy, like he's trying to remember a story. Bryan asks simple questions. "Where were you? What did you see? What time was it?" Ralph's answers don't fit. They bend. They break. Bryan feels it in his gut. This isn't truth. This is fear. So Bryan goes back to Walter. He sits in that visiting room again, staring through the glass. Walter tries to stay strong. He jokes. He smiles. But his eyes are tired. Bryan tells him, "We have people who say you are at home. We have witnesses." Walter nods like he's heard hope before, like hope has lied to him before. Outside the prison, the pressure grows. People in town whisper. Some get angry. Some get loud. Bryan walks into court and feels the room turn cold. The judge looks down, like Bryan is wasting everyone's time. The prosecutors act like the case is already done. Bryan brings up the witnesses. He brings up the timeline. He points out the holes. But the system doesn't move. It just stares back. Then the threats start. A dead animal is left where it shouldn't be. A message without words. Bryan sees it and feels his stomach drop. Eva looks at him and says, "They want you scared." Bryan doesn't answer right away because he is scared, but he keeps going. He visits Walter again. Walter's mom is there too, trying to hold herself together. She smiles at her son like a mother does, even when her heart is breaking. Walter tries to comfort her, not the other way around. Bryan watches this and feels something change inside him. This isn't just a case. This is a family being crushed. This is a man being erased. Bryan pushes harder. He finds more proof that Ralph's story is not real. He learns Ralph was pressured, threatened, promised things. Ralph is not a hero. He's a trap man. Bryan meets him again. He speaks to him like a human, not a monster. Ralph's hands shake. His voice cracks. He admits it. He says he lied. He says they made him say it. Now Bryan has what he needs, or at least what he thinks he needs. He goes back to court, ready to fight. He believes the truth will finally win, but the court moves slow, too slow. Walter sits on death row, waiting. Days pass, weeks, months. Each visit, Walter looks a little smaller, not weak, just worn down. One day, Walter tells Bryan something that hits like a punch. He talks about how people look at him now, like he's already dead, like he's not even a man anymore. Bryan tries to answer, but the words don't come fast. Because what do you say to a man the world has decided to kill? Then the moment comes. A hearing. Bryan stands up in court with Ralph's new statement. He lays it out clear. He shows how the story changed, how it never made sense. How Walter had no reason, no proof, no real case against him. He speaks with control, but inside, he's burning. He looks at the judge. He looks at the prosecutors. He is begging them to be honest. The room holds its breath. Walter sits there, watching. His hands are still. His face is calm, but his eyes are screaming. The judge reads. The judge pauses. Seconds feel like hours. Then the judge makes the call. Walter McMillian is to be released. For a second, nobody moves, like the whole room forgot how. Then Walter's face changes. His eyes fill. His mouth opens, but no sound comes out at first. It's like his body can't believe it. Bryan turns toward him, and the weight in Bryan's chest finally breaks. Walter is free. Outside, the air feels different, like the sky is wider, like the world has color again. Walter steps out, blinking in the sunlight. People gather, cameras flash, voices shout, but Walter's eyes search for one thing. His family. He holds them tight, like he's afraid they'll vanish. Bryan stands back for a moment watching. He should feel like he won, but his face is not proud. It's heavy, because he knows Walter is one man, and there are so many more. Later, Bryan speaks about what he learned, not in a big speech, not like a movie hero, more like a truth he can't unsee. He learned that mercy is not a gift we give to the perfect. It's what we give because we are all human, because we all break, because we all need someone to fight for us when the world stops listening. Walter goes home. But he is not the same man who left. He smiles, but there's pain behind it. Years were stolen. Time that can't be returned. Bryan keeps working. He keeps walking into places that don't want him. He keeps standing in rooms that turn cold when he enters. But now, he stands different. Not because he thinks the system is fair, but because he knows what happens when good people walk away. And the last thing you feel is this. In a place built to crush hope, one man's freedom becomes a spark. Small, bright, dangerous, because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. If you want more stories like this, like, comment, share, and subscribe.